And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Insomniatic Show, listening to cool songs from our TV show childhood, only known as the Tuesday Night Special. And speaking of one of those childlike shows, I'm pretty sure that Flamingosis was able to do a remix of one of the songs featured during the Hey Arnold soundtrack called Football Head. Find it funny that he called it Football Head, and the picture in the corner features Hey Arnold on the bus listening to some cool music. Probably his music. And speaking of cool music and even pictures to go along with it, folks, I think it's time for us to check out what's going on in the world of Indie Cade with some video game hits and some video game clips from it for another edition of the Indie Cade Triple S Deluxe. And we kick things off with the art wall. And the art wall picture that we have up comes from the artist Joseph Hu from the picture titled named Chesto Customer's Rich Unpleasant Lady from the video game Chesto at the Checkout from the company Broken Rules. Nice company name, by the way, too. And when I look at this picture, and the picture that they provided us for this week, which shows a lady wearing a cool necklace and some pearl earrings, all while staring at me with an angry look on her face. Hey, I didn't do anything wrong. Stare at the maestro like that. See, I gotta spin the screen over toward the maestro because she's not happy with his service. Not mine. I'm doing all right. And this picture automatically reminds me of, well, B. Arthur from not only the classic show of Maude, but the Golden Girls as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that, depending on what sort of customer you get at the checkout, is one of those customers that has something funny to say when you don't have the right item on the checkout aisle, along the lines of, "This is not what I paid for," or even, "Can somebody else ring me up?" You know, the best lines we could come up with in the middle of the night, folks. If you have anything else funnier to say, you know, write it down on the box below. And I guess with that said, folks, we make our way on over to the sound wall for this week. And the sound we have up comes from the composer Cao Ning Kim, hopefully we said that name right, with their said titled song of Moon Rising from the video game 6180 The Moon from the developers Turtle Creek, which for some strange reason sounds like some form of hot wax that you put on your car. But besides that, when I close my eyes and listen to this song, it automatically reminds me of sitting outside on a hot summer day in the middle of the night, all while staring at the stars, waiting until the sun rises, or at least until things cool down for this week during the summer. And while I'm looking up at the stars, I see a shooting star and the moon slowly but surely making its way across the night sky, all while I'm drinking iced tea and cheersing the maestro at the same time. Yeah, beautiful, man, beautiful. But besides our late night stargazing, folks, I think it's time for us to make our way on over to the games that was featured during the Anywhere and Everywhere Festival for this year, along with a couple of awards. And the first game that we have up is a bit of a doozy, folks, which comes from the creators Micah Cardenas, hopefully we said that name right, Marcelo Lima Neto, Adrian Phillips, Kara Stone, Abraham Elysium, Wayne Greenwood, Dorothy Santos, Morgan Thomas, Zia Puig, and Clara Quinn with their said game, Sin Soul, aka No Sun. Next game we have up comes from Egg and Snowman with their game Skate City. Holly Games with their said game Star Dynasties, cool name for the game by the way. Creatadelic LLC, nice developer name by the way, with their game Starstruck Hands of Time. And finally, last but not least, Uti Azwe and Julia Del Mato with their said game, Sword Swallower. Sounds dangerous, but I like the title nonetheless. And now it's time for us to make our way on over to the award winners from this year Anywhere and Everywhere Festival of Games. And the first award winner we have up comes from the Procedural Design Award, which goes to none other than I Was a Teenage Exocolonist from Northway Games. And finally, last but not least for the awards we're going to mention for this week, the Audio Design Award, which goes to none other than Nuts by June, Poe, Mutish, Char, and Torfi. Nice name, by the way. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out the complete list of award winners, or even check out all 50 games that was nominated for the Anywhere Everywhere Festival, or even check out all of the games that was featured on the Art Wall, Sound Wall, Screenshot Saturday Showcase, or even have your games featured on there as well, you can head on over to the IndieCade.tumblr page, only known as IndieCade.tumblr.com, or make your way on over to their Facebook page known as Indie Cade, or even their Twitter, Instagram, Flickr, YouTube, Twitch, or even website that are all named the same but are just as critically acclaimed, only known as, you guessed it folks, Indie Cade. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into the music and continue to listen to these diamonds in the rough as we try to turn your Tuesday night into a Friday night. Only here, right here, on the Tuesday Night Special. So don't fall asleep just yet, folks, and stay tuned.